viewers, welcome to my channel, Posh the Tutor. Today we are discussing or looking at the different types of sentences that we can actually use in English. And my talk for today will cover basically 4 broad areas or 4 types of sentences that we actually use almost every time in English. The first thing that I did was to make an attempt to explain what a sentence is. And I said here a complete sentence is a group of words that convey a complete idea. So if you construct a sentence or if you give a statement, if that statement is a sentence, then it should convey a message. It should convey an idea. Basically, a sentence should have 3 key components. It should have a subject, that is what you're talking about. It should have a verb, and usually it should have an object, the SVO setup. And in this case, we'll be looking at the simplest of sentences. It should comprise of those 3 important aspects: a subject, a verb, and an object. Right. For the purposes of today, I will look at each and try to break it into smaller, manageable pieces. Then maybe give an example, 1, and then I leave the door open to those who want to check now as they read, as they write. They know which type of sentence to use and where. The first group of sentences that I have here are declarative sentences. These ones, from my notes, I say they make a statement. They provide a fact or facts. They offer an explanation. And usually, declarative sentences are in the present tense. An example I gave here is, I'm a student. That's providing facts. It's a statement. It offers an explanation. Maybe someone had asked, who are you? Right? So that's offering an explanation. That's making a statement. That's providing a fact. So basically, declarative sentences should meet 3 of those facets. Right. The second one are exclamatory type of sentences. These ones express strong emotions or feelings, and usually they are ideal for informal setups. They are not very ideal for formal setups, right? They can start with how or what. An example here is, there are so many students here, right? Then we have the third type, which are the interrogative type of sentences. I'm sure from the word interrogate, it means there is some bit of questioning. So these ones, they ask a question. The question might be direct or indirect. And in some instances, they use the WH words. Included among the WH words is how, which doesn't start with W anyway, but it's questioning word. I usually want to use questioning words to be inclusive, and that would include how. And in some instances, we can use some modal verbs as the subject of our questions or our interrogative statements. Like in this case, the example that I have is, are you a student? So we're asking a question. It's direct. We are specifically directing it to a particular person. Right. Then the last group of sentences that I have are the imperative. These express direct command, request, warning, or instruction. Usually they don't have a subject, but instead a directive is given to an implied second person. Right? So usually there is a directive, and that's the reason why they don't usually have a subject. An example that I thought of, or that I came up with, is welcome the new student. It's a directive, it's a request, right? It can be almost like an instruction, right? It's a request. Yeah, kindly asking the other students to welcome the new student. And like always, I make a very simple request that if you find what I post here informative, useful, don't just sit on it and enjoy by yourself. Pass it on, share with other people, spread the message so that other people can get to know about the ideas that we are sharing here. Like I always say, I'm not a think tank, I'm not a know-all. I'm only giving the surface information so that those who are eager to know more can then go deeper and make it a conscious effort that each time you try as much as is possible to learn something new. When you meet new information, dig deeper and get to know more around that area that we have been discussed. So today basically we're looking at types of sentences. We will narrow it down at some stage to look at the components like I did in the first instance. Narrow it down to look at the components of a sentence, a simple sentence, a complex sentence, and we go on. But basically if we look at the components of a simple sentence, that opens up the door wide so that someone can then broaden up to go to complex sentences and the different types of sentences. Please, if you enjoyed today's video and it's your first time to visit this channel, don't hesitate to subscribe. Not because I'm after numbers, but because I post quite regularly so that you don't lose any of the postings that I do put here. Most importantly, please do share what we have got from here. Until next time, thank you.